Hi, good morning. This is Dr. Rodriguez, Dr. Rod for short. Welcome to my home. Just real fast, I have a dog and a cat, so they can go ahead and get a little demanding when I'm paying attention to something completely besides them. Anyhow, so I'm going to go ahead and try to get through some points really fast. I have about 15 minutes for maximum uploads. So, my talking points for today are first to welcome you to the class, especially those folks who are out at Sumter. What to do if you have problems, that means mostly with the class itself, they're the assignments. How to manage your time for this class, how to go ahead and stay organized for the class, what to do if you have a Blackboard glitch, the end of course ethics assessment, talk a little bit about the syllabus, run through that really fast, and then go ahead and wrap it up and get you my call to action. So just real fast, the most common issue with students, or that I hear from students, is Dr. Rod, I need help, right? I need, you're not around to interact with, I don't understand the assignment. There's a couple different ways to tackle that. Number one, you can send me an email. Number two, you can pick up the phone and call my office phone, all right? And I will call you back. What happens when you call my office phone is it will generate, it'll go into the voicemail system, it'll generate an email, and it will come directly to my BlackBerry. When it hits my BlackBerry, if I'm awake, and my hours are from 3:30 in the morning until about 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. And sometimes I shut down my computer 8 o'clock at night because I'm done. So make sure that you generate a voicemail or an email, and I'll go ahead and either call you back or email you. Now, I will tell you, make sure that you look in the syllabus first. If you ask me when an assignment's due, and it's due on the syllabus, and it's posted in 20 different places on the Blackboard, and you send me an email from your phone, when is this assignment due? I'm not going to answer that. The other thing is my phone. It's an El Paso area code. It's 915. Again, my phone number is a 915 area code. I'm originally out of El Paso, so go ahead and expect that. I'll call you back from a phone that is not 803. All right. Time management for this course. You should always devote, for every hour that you sit in a class, you should devote 3 hours to that class outside the classroom. Having said that, because you're not sitting in this class, that rule still holds. And what you do during the 3 hours that you would normally sit in this class is read the chapter and do the quizzes and post to the discussion board. And then you get to move on to the other things like the group work and the presentations and the papers. So make sure that you understand that you have to go ahead and continue to work ahead. Take all the assignments from all of your classes, take them and put them on a calendar. Get that calendar set up, print it from Outlook, and grab, that free calendar that everybody gets at the beginning of the year from 3 different places. Get your academic organizer, whatever. Take your assignments and transfer them onto the calendar, and then go ahead and annotate on your notes when you need to start the work on these other projects for all your classes, not just this one. All right, one of the things I've learned as an undergraduate when I was taking my second bachelor's degree, because I did so bad on my first one, is I learned my lesson. And I worked on Friday afternoon after all the other classes were done. I worked on Friday afternoon to get ready for my first classes on Monday, and then Saturday I went ahead and I took the whole day for myself because I was in El Paso, and it's like, why not just go get some cinnamon rolls and coffee? Don't recommend that. But take Saturday off, and then on Sunday, even though it's a day off supposedly and it's a Sabbath, go to church, whatever, and then go ahead and lock and load your classes for Tuesday. That way you can go to bed Sunday night knowing that you are ramped up and prepped for the week, and you will sleep a lot better. Okay, but make sure that you generate a to-do list every day about the things that are coming up and knock those out. Get them off your list. Don't wait until the last minute to log into Blackboard, read the chapter, and take the quiz. All right, Blackboard glitches. So And this is a common issue with students also. There are no time limits on these quizzes, so students tend to open up the quiz and they'll go through each question and then they'll try to find it painstakingly in the chapter. And first of all, you're not even, the chapter doesn't get read, okay? The comprehension level goes way down, and that's no good. So go ahead and read the chapter, highlight it just like you normally would, and you should be reading ahead in all your classes, which is why you're planning way in advance. And then that way, and then take the quiz early, take it the day before, and be done with it. Just go in and do the discussions on Tuesdays and Thursdays and be done with it. And feel relief that you're not having to wait till the last minute and have problems, okay? However, having said that, if Blackboard closes on you and it times out on you as it normally does in the middle of the night and I'm asleep, send me an email. I'll go ahead and resolve it with you somehow through email, okay? Other problems with Blackboard, accessibility. If you have problems with access to it, that's a help desk issue. That's not a Dr. Rod issue. If your password doesn't work, that's not a Dr. Rod issue. The other concern that I hear from students is, I can't remember now. I'll get back to you on that. All right. So just real fast to keep this moving forward so that we can go ahead and get you guys on track is the syllabus. You have the syllabus in front of you. It's got my phone number, my office hours, it's got my policies, and then my teaching philosophy, and then we get into what happens, okay? So we're going to go ahead and do 4 chapters, and then you'll switch over to the Christmas Carol. All right, the book for this class, let me back up. The book for this class is the 15th edition for business and the Business and Society book. And then the business law book is a new edition, that's the 5th edition. And then we're using the same case that we used last semester. All this is in the bookstore, so there's no excuse not to have this stuff on the first day. And the syllabus has been online for a long time. So, oh, I know, the other Blackboard glitch was if you haven't loaded the email out on Blackboard under your personal information that you use the most, make sure you do that. That is so critical to success in this course. Okay, so having said that, we're going to do 4 chapters. We'll do the Christmas Carol. You'll have a paper come due. Then we'll go into the business law. You'll be doing group presentations on the business law. You'll have another paper due somewhere in there too, summarizing the chapters that don't get covered on the presentations. Okay. Then after that, you kind of sort of start on a downhill slide, but then you have to go ahead and post current events. It's so critical for everyone in class to understand what's going on in the world, and those current events should relate to the class as much as possible, and or just be business related and very interesting, and should have some sort of ethical component. And I'll go ahead and give you more information about that. One other thing about these assignments, on the Christmas Carol paper, if somebody will send me an email, I will go ahead and generate another video for you. That's my intent, to go ahead and make sure that you have the information tweaked out a little bit more, because the assignment in the syllabus goes on forever, and it's may not be easy to read. There's a rubric in the syllabus on how I will grade that Christmas Carol paper. And the Christmas Carol paper, the biggest problem with that is the fact that students, as a general rule, think that they have to write to please me. And really, I'm not all about you telling me what I want to hear. I want to know what you want, and I know you hear that all the time, but yet it's so critical to understand that it's critical thinking on your part that we're aiming for here. All right, so then on page 8, you'll see the assignment values. You'll also see the final grade rubric, and the A is a 93%. This is an ethics course. This is critical. And you must get a good grade in this course, simply because with everything that's going on in the world, the biggest complaint that we hear from business people is that we just don't teach something besides ethics. Stakeholders in our environment say, you're not teaching ethics in your courses. How can we expect business students to be ethical? And So we are charged with making sure that you have a good grounding in this. This is a very critical component of your business education. Page 9, you have the amount of points per quiz. Then on page 10, you have the assignments. You have the Tuesday, Thursday assignments, which are the discussion questions, the quizzes, and the chapter reading. And then you have the group work, the business law presentations, the current events, and then you'll have the individual assignments, the personal position paper. And like I said, if somebody will send me an email, I'll go ahead and generate a video that will help you with that a little bit. The business forms review paper, and I'll talk a little bit more about that. The case presentation, everybody gets to do a case presentation, and we'll go ahead and do some work on that out on the blackboard, and I'll talk about that. Midterm and final exam, and then there's an ethics assessment at the end of the course. Everybody in both campuses must sit for it, okay? Now, last semester I came down and had FaceTime with the folks down there, and they loved it. And I'm trying to talk Dr. Ravi into coming out this time for the assessments. We were going to try to get out there at the beginning of the semester, but I can't do that right now. So I apologize to the Sumter students, but hopefully we'll get down there, both of us, at the end of the semester to do the assessments. It's part of AACSB, and it needs to be done, and I'll give you some more information on that as we go. Okay. Don't plagiarize. Don't be a bad group member. That will kill you in this class. And so I'm getting close to the end of my time limit, and so I will go ahead and wrap this up really fast. Read the first chapter, do the syllabus quiz, do the first chapter quiz, Tuesday is a huge day for setup. You need to really devote some time to that. All right. So, number 1, get organized, get focused. This is important to go ahead and do this semester. Get energized, get your sleep, eat right, drink water, drink a lot of water, stay off the sugar, all right? Practice good self-care, spiritual, mental, physical, and relationship-wise. If you're having problems, whatever that problem is, if you can go ahead and toss it to the curb for the semester, by all means do so. Stay off Facebook. You want to stay up late at night? Stay off Facebook if you're going to be successful. All right. So my call to action is this. Watch the video, and at the end of the video, you're just going to leave me a comment about what could be improved in the video. Tell me what you liked about the video, tell me what could be improved about the video, and what I left out of the video. Keep in mind I'm at the 13-minute mark, and I only have 2 more minutes. Okay, so just in summary, call me or email me if you have problems. If you're an Aiken student and you walk by my door, you are wrong. Okay, because you are in classes in the School of Business and you walk by my door. That shouldn't happen. Don't feel like you can't interact with me. Call my phone. All right? Call my phone, leave that message, and I will get back to you. Problems on Blackboard, make sure you send me an email. We'll work it out. The only excuse, well, it's not an excuse. If you're traveling and you know that in advance, make sure that you work ahead in advance. If you're traveling, that is no excuse for late work. All right? And remember, work ahead. Take good care of yourself. Namaste. Find some time for yourself, and we'll see you on the next video. Take care.